You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. Rivers people reject Tinubu APC campaign train. A campaign convoy affiliated with the All Progressive Congress was met with open rejection by groups of local youths in Rivers State. In a video that has gone viral, residents were seen mocking the APC campaign trains as it moved through the highway, shouting, "Shame," and Holy Ghost fire while pointing at the vehicles. The procession, organized under the banner of the Coalition of Renewed Hope Family, featured supporters riding in truck and cars adorned with large banners having images of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Federal Capital Territory Minister Wike, among others. Although President Tinubu was declared the winner of the 2023 presidential election in Rivers State, he has since struggled to gain genuine popularity among residents. The suspension of Governor Simlaye Fubara and other elected officials, along with the imposition of a state of emergency, has done little to boost his approval rating ahead of the 2027 elections. Well, it is necessary, of course, for every government in power to test its popularity and understand the feeler of the people, and then you'll be able to judge itself whether it's going to be capable of getting another mandate even for another term in office. I mean, that's the way I'm seeing what is going on here in Rivers State. There is no way the APC will want to pacify the Rivers State people whereby they will easily accept, because declaration of a state of emergency on a governor that in quote now is loved by his people will surely, bring about an unnecessary reaction. And that is some of what we're trying to see as we are reading this information right now. We can see that those who are pro-Fubara in Rivers State, if they happen to be around where this campaign train is going, they will surely speak Holy Ghost fire, as they are saying, and they will surely say shame, because as far as they are concerned, the person they love, who happen to be their candidate, and they see him as their governor, and some of them are seeing him as the one that is God sent, like the Messiah, that will help them. And somehow somebody came to dash that hope by declaring a state of emergency and bringing in someone else from another state, thereby also now coming again to do a campaign trail. It's like, spiting them and see, showing it to them that what can they do. So I think the only thing people can do right now is to just shame them and to show their grievances and, of course, full-scale rejection of what they feel that it's APC is standing for. But the truth remains that there are some who will also be sympathetic to APC. I know if this campaign goes through that environment, the train might enjoy a warm welcome in such environment, because there is no way that they won't have their own supporters. They will have their own enclave, and where they have their popularity, and as that serves as their stronghold. But then, be it as it may, whatever the reaction of the people is pointing at something, which for me, I will want those who are, campaigning on behalf of the president to take as a filler back to the president. Because if after 2 years of being declared as the winner of an election and you are ruling a country as a president, you still have some disgruntled people in a state that is large in number, because we cannot but say there will always be people who are disgruntled, because it is democracy. There will be people who are in the opposition. There will be people who also want to vie for the office, and they will always want to scheme and do whatever in order to make sure that come 2027 or another election cycle, they get into power. We are not talking about those ones, but we are talking about genuine citizens who, in a normal climate, immediately election has been concluded, they will put everything behind them and give their full support to the person who is elected, and then they continue to forge ahead, probably in prayer or in their support for the government. But such other people, If they now see that such government is trying to do a campaign trail like this one, and they begin to say shame, and they begin to feel disgruntled, I think the government in power need to understand certain things. Number one, that his popularity is waning. He's not popular in that environment, even before the election and during and after election. I needs to do something. Number two, of course, it means that there are some feelers that the people want the government to feel, but it's not reaching the government. As a result of that, they can only respond to this kind of, you know, attitude, such that government can see it first hand, and like the media is picking it up now, they'll be able to understand why are the people disgruntled. So it's expected of the president to send people there, or the administrator in that state, or whoever from that party, or a government official, to understand why are the people disgruntled. If the reason is just based on sentiment, that is peradventure some of the people that are feeling disgruntled are sentimental, maybe they are pro Fubara or they are politician, they will know. But if they are real citizens, like I described earlier, who after they might have voted, they don't have any prejudice against anybody. Whoever candidate that comes in, they put their support and they continue their life. If it is those people, they'll be able to understand their grievances and then meet the needs, because that is for the generality of the populace. It is not just politicking, neither is it about power mongering or power struggle. So it's essential. And number three now, of course, they need to work on how to boost their popularity. Very, very important. And also, in number three, it's a pointer that violence is not far, even from hand at that very particular state. If election comes tomorrow, there is possibility of an unwarranted violence because of the reaction of the people, and because of the attitude of whoever is in government against the people. And then their people are ready to resist both flesh and blood. So they need to be very careful. In fact, at this point in time, I think the federal government should focus more on Rivers State. Even though the reason for the state of emergency by the president is the fact that they are blowing pipeline that has to do with the petroleum, which is the mainstay of our economy, and which make the president to make a decision that probably, if some may say he has no other choice, while others may say he has choice. But then he must make sure that as much as he knew that there will always be some disgruntled people, he must make sure the right things are done in Rivers State so that the people can remain happy people. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.